Heroes Toy Reviews is not intended for children or anyone under the age of 17.
Today on Heroes Toy Reviews, we review Masters Universe Origins 40th Anniversary Leech.
Hebro77 here, and welcome to a brand new YouTube channel. This is Hebro's Toy Reviews. But this is the 1983 Jump Jetpack. I just broke his crotch. What do you think about her? I was playing tennis with Super. This is games. This is the owner, Daniel.
Hello, and welcome to Hebro's Toy Reviews. Today on Hebro's Toy Reviews, we're going to be reviewing Masters Universe 40th Anniversary Origins Leech. And one thing about this figure is they actually added the suction cup feature to this figure. As you can see, it says right there, figure really sticks. And as with the original, you put them on smooth surfaces. I'm assuming there's a button on him somewhere, which, well, we'll find out when we get to the review. So with no further ado, let's get to the review. This is the 40th Anniversary Masters Universe Origins Leech from the Evil Horde collection. Now, as I mentioned in my Montana review, I collected the Evil Horde as a child. The Evil Horde was only available in the She-Ra toy line. However, it was not marketed as the She-Ra toy line, but all of the Horde bad guys and everything were part of the cartoon show She-Ra, but it was marketed more along the original Masters of the Universe toys line, and rightly so, because they knew that children, boys, would not be asking their parents for these figures if it had the words She-Ra in the package, most likely. Now, I don't know that if that would have made a difference, but the marketing people definitely knew that it probably would make a difference, especially at that time. Now, Leech, and we will compare him to original. He has suction cup features which make him stick to any smooth surfaces, as it says here. And this version of Leech comes with two different heads. Now, these different heads, I believe this head comes from not only the cartoon in the 80s, but also the 2001 or 2002 version of the character, and also comes with regular hands to switch them out with the suction cup hands, because that was in the cartoon where his hands would turn into the suction cup hands as well as his mouth. But I prefer this look since it is more like the original, and we will get into that here in just a minute. First, we look at the card back. This is the Deluxe figure set. It's a part of the Deluxe figure set, which includes Ram Man and Battle Armor, Skeletor, Battle Armor, He-Man, and so forth. And now we turn it over and we see the back of the box, which features some of the other figures, which I'm probably going to get this one. I did see him in Walmart, and there were several of him. Hopefully I can get him before he is sold out. Over here at the top, we see Leech in battle with Tongue Lashor, and of course it says on there, comes with exclusive comic book. Leech's energy draining suction brings even Eternia's mightiest to their knees. And here also we see instructions on how he works. I think that there is a button maybe on the back, and then you got to push a button in the front. We will find out when we get him out of the package. Now, over at Target, I saw these pig head figures, and there's actually a box set of 3 figures in the set, but I'm really not too interested in those figures, so I don't think I'll be collecting those. Although I might somewhere down the line, just for the purpose of the review, for the channel. But anyway, now that we've read all that and we've seen how Leech looks inside of the box, let's take him out of the package. And here we have Leech, fresh out of the package and ready for action. We got a good side view there of Leech. And of course you could see him, you know, with the suction cup hand, suction cup feet. Here is the extra head that comes with him. I'm not going to put him on this figure because, as I said, I don't agree with him. I like the figure to look retro the way he does now. And here's the weapon that the original came with. And I gotta say, I think they did a pretty good job of reproducing these weapons. Now, here's the thing. Are they going to, when these start coming out in mass production and people start selling them on eBay, and they start getting them loose or whatever the case may be, are they going to start selling these weapons as the original? Now, we already have a problem with repo weapons as it is, and I know a lot of people dislike the whole idea of repo weapons, but I kind of like repo weapons just as long as you're not trying to pass them off as original. I really don't see a problem with that. And this one, these new ones are harder to trigger, it seems like. But I still like the old style. And let's see. It seems to clip on the hand just right. Now that we see Leech, oh, before we get to that, this is an original comic, and I am surprised that it's not the same comic that we got with Montana. Here is the comic that we received with Montana, and they are different. So we got the same line, we got the Horde line, 2 different action figures, 2 different comics, and I'm very impressed with that. Usually what this toy line has done in the past is we get the same comic with the same line of action figures. So I'm definitely pleasantly surprised to see that they gave Leech an individual comic, and I hope that this is something that happens with the other members of the Horde as well, and other figures on down the toy line. Now it is comparison time, and as you can see, my Leech is worse for wear. I've done the whole hook eye thing here, the screw hook. I don't have them tightened at the moment, but for this review I just kind of just let them stand up there like so. But as you can see, there is quite the difference. Now he's slouched over, so the height, you can't really tell. They seem to be the same exact height. His legs are chubbier than these legs here, are skinnier and more have more definition to them. And you can definitely see the Horde bands on the bottom of his as opposed to his, but that's just paint wear. But here is the true test of the 2 Leeches, and what we're going to do now is the second function of this figure is to stick him on a smooth surface. And I'm going to try to get the weapon off his hand. It looks like his arm just came off, which it's alright because it goes right back on. There we go. You can see the mess in the mirror, but first, and please excuse the mess, I should say, but first, let's try the original. Now, on the original, you had a button that you pressed in the back to make him stick, and his hands, I don't think, actually stuck, but just the mouth. So I'm going to push them out of the way, as they are in the way. And we're going to press him against the mirror. He's probably not clean enough. Let me go clean him. Okay, well, as you can see, I got him sticking to the mirror. And he's on there pretty good, actually. And his hands aren't, but just by the mouth. Now, this is the original. So now we're going to pull the original off of there. There we go. And we're going to put the new one on there. Now, the new one doesn't have a button. So we're just going to do this the old-fashioned way. His hands there. And yeah, he actually sticks pretty good. Just the hands alone. And there's no button to press in. No nothing. So the old one works with the button, and this one works with just the suction. Now the problem with not having a button to release him is getting him off the dang mirror is a bit of an issue. I guess you just gotta slide. Yeah, we'll just leave him up there. What you gotta do is you use these little pillar tabs here on the side to pull, and it comes right off. Really no issues. Yes, I did just change his heads out. I just wanted to see what it looked like, and actually it's pretty badass. Here he is standing next to his friend Montana. And are we going to get a Grizzlor? I don't know. I know we have a Hordak. We have a Hordak from a totally different line, and I'll get into that some other day. But how do I stack this Leech figure, the Deluxe Origins Leech? I really like him. He's awesome. He's got the changeable head. He's got the changeable hands. He looks awesome holding his weapon. The suction cup feature does work. However, I would prefer a button over relying on actual, suction cups. I think that's the one drawback, because it's not going to, I don't think that feature is going to last very long, as the original did with his suction, because his suction relies on air rather than stickiness. So I think over the years this is not going to be, it's just going to be an issue of elasticity. I think I made up a new word. Anyway, so that is my review on the Evil Horde Leech. Tell me what you think down in the comments. And yes, I highly recommend this Masters Universe Origins Leech for your Masters Universe Origins collection. Well, there you have it for that review. As you can see, Masters Universe Origins is now going through the Horde series, and maybe next time we'll try to find Grizzlor. I'm just now getting these as my local Target is getting them and local Walmart's getting them. I will do these reviews as I get them. I do realize that there are other reviews out there that have already done this probably months ago. But this is first for me. And so, you know, who knows what's going to come up the turn. Who knows what's going to come around the bend, I should say. But until next time, remember, knowing isn't just half the battle, it's the whole damn war. We'll see you then.
The ultimate threat to the universe is here.
I am Hordak, and this is my Evil Horde.
Leech! Mantenna! Twizzler!
Your evil even scares me, Hordak, my friend. The Evil Horde has no friends.
The Evil Horde, new from the Masters of the Universe collection. All figures each sold separately.
Let me out of here!
From Mattel.